Driving Skills for Life today, and we are with Mike going around the different stations learning. We've got our teen drivers, but they're a little too young yet to go in there, but we've got from different area schools, we've got teenagers and their parents here, and we're learning about the different issues for safety driving. So Mike's going to tell us a little bit about our first station.
This is what we call distracted driving. It's a pretty simple concept. A teen's going to drive. They drive on a course that's laid out with cones, and they can basically go at whatever speed they feel comfortable. After they've completed a lap, then they do the same thing again, but they try and text a message while they're navigating the course. The goal of the exercise is to show them that they won't be able to do the three things that we do take for granted that we're able to do when we drive on the road. That is, they won't be able to maintain the same speed while texting a message and avoiding all the obstacles. At some point, they're going to make a mistake somewhere. The big key is, what does the driver feel their priority is? Is it texting? Is it avoiding stuff? Is it maintaining the right speed?
So I love that, because these two aren't driving yet, and we're listening to all the things we need to not do.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of the 4th Driving Skills for Life involves things that you probably don't want to do, but then there's proof added to it. And we can tell people all day long that you shouldn't text and drive, but until somebody sees what can happen while they're driving, it kind of falls on deaf ears.
Stay tuned for more.
And in this course, we have the stop sign here. We'll do a lap and a half around the roundabout. And we actually have 2 lanes, so as we go around, we've made our change to the inner lane. And when we come back around to exit the roundabout, we'll change lanes, go back to the right lane and exit. And as we approach, you see the sign says right turn only. It's just a quick right or left turn, right then a left around the triangular section. And I'll tell you about that before we go back out. We've all heard, and it's a statistical fact, most accidents happen close to whoops. I'm awful at this.
So what's going on with Jeff?
Jeff's not doing too good this time.
This time, oh boy.
This is good that you're bad at this skill, Jeff.
Oh, I'm awful. I just turn the music on when I drive, and I don't want to talk to anybody or try to text anybody.
Perfect.
But that's what we're doing, and it's a good thing. We don't lecture the students. We let them prove things to themselves. Let them see what's happening all by themselves.
Skills for Life, it is one of my favorite events with Ford all year long, because we are talking with parents and teenagers directly. They're doing the driving here.
They are.
And so tell me a little bit about this part of the course.
Well, this is hazard recognition, as you see behind us. It is accident avoidance. We have a single lane that opens up into 3 lanes. At the end of the 3 lanes, if you look down the track, there are 3 green lights. At some point in time, 2 of the lights turn red, 1 stays green, and they have to make a high-speed lane change into that lane that's green. What we're teaching them is that they can avoid accidents by just steering around the accident. Most people think the only way to handle when a situation comes up in front of them is to slam on the brakes.
Right.
And then at some point in time during the pre-crash moments, their mindset is, I'm gonna hit it. It just, hopefully I slow down before I hit it.
Right.
Here we're hopefully teaching them a skill set to where maybe they can avoid the accident altogether.
Okay, and what are some of the difficulties in terms of teenagers actually getting them to listen? I love that in the last course they were talking about they're doing it themselves. Instead of preaching to them, they're actually doing it themselves.
Yes.
So what's the theory behind that? Is just get them in there, get them going.
Get them in there, get them going. Part of the advantage we have is that we're not their parents.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to listen to us because they don't know us, and mom and dad don't know anything.
Right.
So
absolutely.
maybe these other people that are standing here might have a little bit of knowledge, and if they listen to what we tell them and when they apply it, it actually works, then they're like, boom, the light comes on and they're like, hey, that does work. Probably one of the most difficult things that the kids have to deal with is just their inexperience behind the wheel.
Right.
Once they gather this experience, granted, you know, we only have them for half a day, but they gain loads of information in this half day that would have taken months, if not years, on the road to gain what they're getting in a half a day. And quite honestly, they all walk away with a big old smile on their face.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we'll have more from the all day here at the Ford Driving Skills for Life, and we're going to let Rick get out of the sun now.
Oh, thank you. My Illinois skin is begging for some shade.
All right, ciao.